Imagine inventing something that wouldn't exist for another 400 years. Now imagine doing it again, and again, and again. That was Leonardo da Vinci. Most people remember him as the man who painted the Mona Lisa, but painting may have been the least impressive thing he ever did. Leonardo was born in Italy in 1452. He never attended a university. He had no formal scientific education, yet somehow he became one of the greatest minds in human history. He wasn't interested in learning what people already knew. He wanted to understand everything. His notebooks were unlike anything the world had ever seen. Thousands of pages filled with ideas, flying machines, parachutes, armored vehicles, bridges, robots, weapons, machines that looked impossible for the 15th century. Some of his sketches resemble modern helicopters, others look remarkably similar to tanks, centuries before anyone could actually build them. But here's where the story gets even stranger. Leonardo almost never shared his ideas. Instead, he filled notebook after notebook, then locked them away. Many of them weren't discovered until hundreds of years after his death. Imagine how different history might have been if the world had seen those designs while he was still alive. Leonardo was obsessed with understanding the human body. At night, he secretly dissected human corpses, something that was considered deeply controversial at the time. He carefully drew muscles, bones, organs, blood vessels. His anatomical sketches became so accurate that modern doctors still admire them today. One man, with no modern technology, mapped the human body better than many trained physicians of his era. But perhaps his greatest invention was curiosity itself. Leonardo asked questions nobody else seemed interested in. Why do birds fly? How does water move? Why does the heart beat? How does light create shadows? He filled thousands of pages, not with answers, but with questions. And that's what made him different. Here's something most people don't know. Leonardo wrote many of his notes in mirror writing. You could only read them properly using a mirror. Some believe he wanted to keep his ideas secret. Others think it was simply easier because he was left-handed. Even today, nobody knows for certain. And despite becoming one of history's greatest geniuses, Leonardo left many of his biggest projects unfinished. Not because he lacked talent, because his curiosity kept pulling him towards something new. Every answer created another question. More than 500 years later, his inventions are still studied. His paintings attract millions of visitors. His notebooks continue to amaze engineers, scientists, doctors, artists. Very few people have ever changed so many different fields at once. Not because Leonardo lived in the future, but because his mind seemed to. So let me ask you, was Leonardo da Vinci the greatest genius who ever lived?